The Dallas Cowboys have once again found themselves at the center of major NFL buzz, as shocking trade rumors have surfaced just days before the 2025 NFL Draft. Reports suggest that linebacker Damone Clark and defensive end Sam Williams are both being considered as potential trade assets by the Cowboys. These rumors have sent a jolt through Cowboys Nation, sparking widespread speculation about what Dallas might be planning behind the scenes. Damone Clark, a promising young linebacker, has shown flashes of brilliance since joining the Cowboys. Drafted in 2022, Clark came into the league with high expectations, and despite battling through a serious neck injury in college, he has managed to become a contributor on defense. His speed, tackling ability, and instincts have made him a solid piece in Dan Quinn's defensive system. However, his name being floated in trade discussions suggests that the Cowboys may be looking to shake things up on the defensive side of the ball. On the other hand, Sam Williams has been a player that Cowboys fans had high hopes for. Known for his explosive first step and raw pass rushing talent, Williams was expected to develop into a key edge rusher for the team. He has had some strong moments, particularly as a situational pass rusher, but inconsistency and off-the-field concerns have occasionally clouded his development. Now, with his name reportedly on the trade block, the Cowboys might be exploring ways to use his potential value to move up in the draft or acquire additional picks. These trade rumors raise a lot of questions about what the Cowboys front office is thinking heading into the draft. One theory is that Dallas is positioning itself to move up in the first round to target a top-tier prospect. By offering young, talented players like Clark and Williams as trade bait, they could entice another team to swap picks or send over a key player in return. With several holes to fill, including at linebacker, defensive tackle, and potentially even wide receiver or offensive line, the Cowboys might be looking to reshape their roster quickly. Another possibility is that the team is planning for a scheme shift or preparing for the arrival of new coaching influences. With Mike Zimmer stepping in as the new defensive coordinator, it's entirely possible that he's evaluating the current personnel and deciding which players fit his system best. Zimmer's defensive philosophy is different from Dan Quinn's, and he may prefer players with different skill sets. If Clark and Williams aren't seen as ideal fits, trading them now could be a way to extract value before the season begins. The timing of these rumors is also significant. With the draft only days away, teams are finalizing their boards and looking for ways to maneuver into position to get their preferred prospects. The Cowboys could be using these rumors to gauge interest around the league and see what kind of return they could get. It also puts other teams on notice that Dallas is open for business and willing to make bold moves if the price is right. The reactions among fans have been mixed. Some see this as a smart, proactive move by the front office trying to capitalize on players who still have upside and trade value. Others view it as a risky gamble, especially considering the team's depth at linebacker and on the edge. Trading away young talent could backfire if the team fails to find adequate replacements in the draft, or if the players they move go on to thrive elsewhere. Damone Clark's potential departure would leave a noticeable gap at linebacker. While the Cowboys have some depth with players like Leighton Vander Esch healthy and rising contributors like DeMarvion Overshown, Clark's presence in the middle of the defense has been valuable. He's shown leadership qualities and has steadily improved his game. Letting him go would be a bold statement about the team's confidence in its other linebackers or a move to bring in a more experienced player. Sam Williams' case is equally intriguing. His flashes of brilliance have hinted at the kind of disruptive edge presence the Cowboys need to complement Micah Parsons. However, with Parsons evolving into more of a full-time pass rusher, and with players like Dorrance Armstrong and Dante Fowler previously rotating in, the Cowboys may feel they have enough depth to part ways with Williams, especially if it means upgrading elsewhere. It's also worth noting that this isn't the first time the Cowboys have stirred things up with trade rumors right before the draft. Over the years, Dallas has become known for its aggressive moves, both in the draft and during free agency. With Jerry Jones in the front office always looking to make headlines and improve the roster, no move should come as a complete surprise. Still, putting two young defensive players on the block so close to the draft suggests that something bigger could be brewing. The Cowboys could be eyeing a top 10 pick, or they might be looking at a veteran player on another team's roster who could immediately elevate their chances of contending this season. With the team in a win-now mode and their Super Bowl window still open, bold moves like this could signal a more aggressive approach to roster building. As always, it's important to remember that these are still rumors. No official confirmation has been made, and trade discussions often happen behind the scenes without ever materializing. However, the very fact that names like Damone Clark and Sam Williams are being mentioned tells us that the Cowboys are actively exploring all options as they prepare for what could be one of their most pivotal drafts in recent years. In the end, all eyes will be on the Cowboys when the draft begins. Will they pull the trigger on a trade involving Clark or Williams? Will they use their draft capital to move up and secure a game-changing talent? Or will they surprise everyone by staying put and making safe, strategic picks? The answers are coming soon, but one thing's for sure: the Cowboys are once again keeping the league on edge, and fans can't wait to see what happens next.